Sorry about the sound. Hello, my people. How is your evening, everyone? I'm dropping things. 1 second. So I didn't want to sleep. I decided to come on live. And to see if anyone needs a reading today. If no one needs a reading, let's chat. Let's chat. Let me see. And by the way, I'm not using any microphone today because my phone was about to die and I didn't want to risk it. Well, it wasn't that bad, but it was like at 20%. I didn't know how long I was going to be doing the live, so hopefully all is good. I don't know where you're at, but currently with me, it is. And I'm still going. I was about to go to sleep, but I was like, no, not feeling it, not feeling it. So I've done the Patreon reading, which I have forgotten to post, by the way. Hello, good evening. I have my emails open for the bookings, and I'll be refreshing that once in a while. Whoever is here, say hi, so I'll know you're here. Lives are pretty weird because basically what you're doing is you're talking to the camera, talking to yourself. Unless someone says hi in the live chat, then you're like, hey, you're here, what's up? By the way, this is only for those who are interested in natural stuff and what I do, apart from tarot. I have currently made, well, a while ago, I've made these. I don't know if you heard of it. Sapropel mud. It's like a treasure here. It is quite a rare mud full of a lot of minerals, rich AF. And it's very widely used here in the Baltic states, especially in my country, for mineral spas, for sapropel, literally mud spas. And I have made natural soaps from it, and my God, it is nurturing, it is conditioning, it is soft, and I am completely obsessed. Why I made it with this mud, I had to get to know it myself actually, is because I do have an order. I will have an order, I'm practicing now, from a spa center, and they want a batch of these. So I had to perfect a recipe. It took me a couple of trials, not too many. I thought it would take me a longer time actually, but it came out really, really good on the first run. Second one, I just used a little bit less water because it was a little bit too wet and it took a while for it to mature. But I do have a limited amount of these if you want to try them out on my website. I'm going to be sending one of them actually tomorrow to Japan. Someone has ordered, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, that's exciting. I'm reading your question, by the way, now. I'll do it in just a minute. Yeah, man. So that's what's been going on. What else? I am also redoing my deck, still working on it. I know. Um, I think I'm gonna have pre-orders, and it's gonna come not in a regular tarot box. Because me personally, I throw them away, and it just takes up space. And I wanted those boxes to be usable, so they will come in the wooden box. And also, I wanted a bit of more kind of personal touch, a little bit more rustic, I guess. That's what I want it to be. And so that you can use those boxes later on, would it be for jewelry, would it be for crystals, whatever you want to do with them. What I'm gonna be remaking is the color. I wanna amp it up a little bit because it came out a bit too dark than it was supposed to be. But hopefully in the next week I'll be able to send it for a second print. And this is basically, it's a pretty simple deck why I made it. It's for the people who actually read tarot, especially weekly tarot. They read on YouTube. It kind of gives you a head start. And for people who just want to check in, who don't read tarot and don't want to learn a tarot deck. And it's a pretty simple oracle deck here where you just go, okay, what do I need to focus on right now? Boom. Of course, with tarot, regular tarot, if you want more information, you would clarify it, so you would get the details. But I feel like for the beginners or someone who just can't be bothered, you know, to learn tarot, it's a really good deck. Whoever is passing by. By the way, I'm sold out of Celestial Rain, and I don't think I'm gonna have it for a while. So that's a little bit of a bummer for me, but I can't order any essential oils. I ship them from UK because I really like the company there. And I think I'm gonna be doing it a bit later on. This is my best seller. And I probably know why, because I literally have a recipe where I go drop and I calculate drop by drop by drop. 50 drops of this, 30 drops of that, 50 drops of something else. So it's very nice. And but even me, I'm a bit sad that I'm running out of it. But hopefully soon I can order. I'm trying not to buy too much stuff right now. Work what I have, with what I have. Okay, let's dive in. I'm gonna have a sip of my Fanta. I don't know why today I don't actually drink any sugar drinks that much, apart from I just drink water. But today, I'm a Fanta girl. All right, let me focus on your question. I'm gonna let people know that we're doing mini reads. It as well. Finally, I'll get it out. I had it for a long time, and then I got really angry at it because it didn't come out the way I wanted, and I left it. But I'm like kicking myself in the ass now. I gotta finish this. I get distracted. I do get distracted. That's my one of the bad things about me. I get distracted. I do this thing, I get very obsessed, and then when I do another thing. For you here, for your questions, I want my golden deck. Let me find it in the midst of all of these decks. Okay, okay, okay. No. Actually, wait. Scanning, scanning. Feeling the energy. No. No. We're gonna use the Steampunk Tarot. Let's get it. I'm not gonna be looking at the live chat now. I am. So I split the deck straight away. What we're talking about here, right? We have an Emperor. This is a boss. This is a leader, and this is a work card, right? Let's see. A bakery. Will it be successful with you leading the store? Will it be successful with you leading the store? Are you excited? Will it be successful? There is competition straight away that is coming through, so acknowledging competition is important. Maybe doing a bit of a stroll around to see what's similar nearby, and looking at those shops that are selling pretty well or have bigger queues, walking in and seeing why. What stands out? Would it be the marketing aspect? Would it be a particular thing that they sell, how the display looks like, stuff like that? So this is kind of already taking you towards advice. And it says the competition can be hard. Well, let's see. Would you be successful as a leader? Would you be successful as a leader? What this card is telling you, be a little bit more self-confident in yourself walking into this. So right off the bat, this is saying I'm questioning myself. I'm not really sure of my abilities. It's saying, let's be a little bit more sure, okay? There are also a lot of things that are being shown here that you may not know, so ask questions, all the ins and outs. How would it go for you? Let's see. Just go for you. Does it require travel or moving? Six of Swords is here. How would this go for you? Successful venture for you. I keep seeing a male figure here that is very influential. I don't know if it's influential. This person is influential straight away, or a little bit later on. I do see that you would have to kind of. There's a lot to learn. You're coming across as a Page of Swords. There's a lot to learn. It feels like a new water. A lot to digest as well. So there will be definitely lessons there. Yes, you can make it, but this is not going to be a smooth, sailing journey where it's rainbows and unicorns. I feel like there will be stress, yes. There will be a lot of things that you will want to digest as soon as possible. So you feel more like a fish in the water, where now it feels like, oh my God, I have a pressure in my head. Yeah, it's like it's getting a bit heavy. The unknown, literally, the moon is here. The unknown. Let's look for advice. See, I don't want to discourage you here, but I also don't want to hype you up in a way that is not going to be realistic. This is not going to be very easy, but it is doable. A message, if you were in charge. What's your advice? And what other information you need to know of? Okay, a couple of things I want to tell you here. First, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, so whatever you need, if you say yes, I'm gonna do this. Don't lower your standards. Know exactly what you want from this and what you need. Because I do feel that at times you may feel like, oh, a person is requesting me to do this, but I don't feel like this is a good way. This is good for business, or I don't feel like this is good for me as a person who's working here. So make sure that everything is laid out. All the cards are on a table before you sign up for this, and you're both very clear where you both stand. Yes, there is here prosperity, a hint of that. I am seeing that. The most important task here for you is how can I keep everything in balance? Literally everything in balance. It's like I'm carrying those scales and I don't want them to tip whilst I'm working. Would it be when it comes to making too much, not making enough? When I talk about what you're selling, would it be how much comes in, how much is being spent, and can I find a better balance in that as well? There is a lot of balancing here and a lot of juggling that I'm seeing that will take place. This would actually, if you took this opportunity, this would kind of catapult you towards self-transformation. You would learn quite a lot for this experience. You would come out on the other side slightly different with a stronger core. Should you take this opportunity? If you're ready for everything, including challenges, take it. I'm seeing that you would be getting assistance here if you'll need anything. I'm seeing you able to, yes, able to not straight away, but over time generate more money, attract more money. I hope this is making sense. You would be able to make money. But now it's a time for you to soak everything in. Ask questions. Get to know the area. Get to know who's around. What is selling, what is not selling, what location. Kind of snoop around. That's what your cards are saying. Snoop around. Is there something to watch out for? This requires your patience. Will it be successful? Yes, eventually, but this requires patience. Mhm. What to watch out for unpleasant surprises? That's what it is. And again, we're coming back to something that I mentioned. Being surprised with something that you didn't know about before. So make sure with the moon card, the unknown is sorted before you jump into that. I do see here that you may have to stand up for yourself. Again, this is kind of like, this is building character. This is building character. Hi, Sweetie Psychic. Yeah, listen, this journey will require strength. Strength, collaborations, talks, discussions. How can we make this better? How can we make that better? What works and what doesn't work. That's what I got. So again, just to sum it up, let's start researching if you're going for this. Make sure that you don't lower your standards for what you want and what you require working there. Make sure that you are ready for some bumps, because it will not be smooth sailing. At times it may be difficult, but I feel like once you get in the groove, that's when everything kind of settles and you'll notice that abundance coming in. But I really feel like you may be questioning this for a while. Maybe very pulled in between. Should I do this? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I not? Because it's even in your cards. As if the decision hasn't been made, a solid decision hasn't been made just yet. So really sit with yourself and answer some questions. Do I have enough patience? Am I ready for a journey? If you are, go for it. Okay? I do see this business generating money, but it does need time. My pleasure. My pleasure, my pleasure. Hey, whoever is here. I did not feel like sleeping, so I came on to do live. And whoever needs a mini reading, I'm here. I'm just chilling. It's 2 a.m. with me here. And honestly, I feel like I could not sleep all night. That's literally like, that's how I'm feeling. And that's how I'm feeling today. And usually I would try and push myself to go to sleep and just go to bed, okay, go to bed. And then I know that I can't fall asleep. I have so much energy. But this time I decided to be productive. It is late. Okay. Take your time booking. I will be back. I'm gonna go downstairs very quickly and fill my glass up with some water. No, actually, I can just fill it up here. I'll be back in a second. Okay, okay. Hey, whoever just joined, we are doing live mini reads. As I'm waiting, I'm just editing very quickly Patreon's video. Sorry if you can hear my computer heating up. It's working hard for me. I'm just waiting for Suitcase Psychic to book. Then we're gonna do her reading, and if I won't have any people afterwards, I will be logging off. And as I'm waiting, I'm publishing Patreon video for their Sunday video. Okie dokie. Suitcase psychic. Let's see what we got here. You want to know about the situation. I won't say it out loud, but we both know what we're talking about here. Let's see. What deck do I want? Triple Goddess Tarot. Let's get it. I'm gonna tap into this energy first. This person is worried for some reason right now. What is gonna be the outcome of the situation? What is gonna be the outcome? Is this person taking advantage of them? Is this person taking advantage of them? Ooh, very possible. Or at least this person is thinking about it. But you know what's interesting here? I don't see any drama in the outcome though. I don't see any drama. It's not that, you know, she's gonna be caught doing something or something like that. It seems like someone's eyes are closed to this. So either someone doesn't notice or someone doesn't want to see because they have other things that they're focusing on. As if this is not interesting, this is not important, or I don't want to see it. By the way, there is a lot of protection here when it comes to this. It's almost as if the space is protected from whatever this person may want to come up with. If you did the ritual, what would happen? Because energetically that would change things. What would the outcome be if you did a ritual? See what's interesting here, the ritual itself. It's not that it kind of drags the truth out of this person per se. But what it does, it somehow makes this person act out of love more. Does that make sense? Where this person doesn't want to act out of shadow aspect, but she wants to act out of love more, and to do better. That's very interesting. So I don't know what you're gonna be using there, what kind of ingredients, but it seems like those are calling for love instead of the shadow aspect. And it acts more so like a boost. Hey, focus on the loving ways. This could also be a suggestion for you what to include in the ritual itself. Will she take advantage? In general, will she take advantage? See what I'm getting here? She would if she could. It seems like there's something obstructing her from doing certain things that she would want to do. Listen, if this person was a boss or was a leader and had that role, they would definitely be abusing the power. So what's important here is not to give any power to this person. Because otherwise, then everything would be out of whack and out of balance. She's aiming for that role, yeah, she wants that role. She really wants that role, but she wouldn't be a good leader. You know, there is a difference between a leader and a boss. She would be one of those kind of like a little bit ugly bosses. You know what I mean? Ugly bosses. What do you need to do for yourself regarding this individual? Turn to traditions. Does that make sense? Turn to traditions that you know very well of, and that can help you protect yourself. Yeah, literally, that's you in the zone. That's you in the zone. You got the Hierophant card right here. These are the rituals, the traditions, the ancient stuff. Something that you know, and you're very... This, for some reason, reminds me of those Christian candles. I've never seen it in my country. I just saw it on some YouTube videos that people have it sometimes. And this is you literally creating a sacred space, creating protection for yourself. I look at this almost like a veil that you can actually pass by, like an energetic veil, but that's protecting you from your back as well. You used to make those candles? Really? That's really cool. Novenas. That's really cool. Yes, I've definitely seen them somewhere. So using that, use tradition, something that is deeply rooted in you. Okay. What else is here? I'll ask the question, how can you handle this individual? And your card is actually saying, don't get involved as much as you can. Step away. Would it be energetically? Would it be physically? If you were seeking for or wanted confrontations, you know, anything like that, your card is actually advising you, don't get your hands dirty. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it's your fight to fight. It seems like this person will get what's ready for them. And at times we as people are those kind of karma carriers where we are the ones to call something out, you know, or to fight for something. But in this situation, I don't feel like you're supposed to do anything here apart from just protecting your energy. And that's pretty much it. And watching the tower crash, which is gonna happen sooner or later. I don't know if you're still gonna be aware of this person or if you will know people who know how to date you with what's going on, but there's definitely things coming. This person thinks that there's a lot of a ritual. Yeah, but you know what I'm hearing with this ritual? Of course, your ritual has to come from you, and it has to come from your heart and your soul. But the ritual that I'm seeing here that would be beneficial, or kind of what I'm really, really drawn to here, it's some sort of an offering. I give you an offering and you give me protection, or you keep an eye out on this person, energetically speaking. Yeah, you give something in order to receive protection or peace. That's what I'm getting here. No, yeah, ritual is definitely okay to do for sure here. No issues with that. Yes, and the High Priestess is right here. Do what you gotta do. But it's more so for you. The Magician is also here. It's more so for you. It's not as much as we focus on this ritual on this other person. We're focusing this ritual on ourselves and what we need right now when thinking about this person, right? I hope this made sense. But by the way, I really feel like this person will be seen for who they are within the next half a year. More eyes are opened, I'm hearing. More eyes are being opened. Anyhow, don't get involved. You're just gonna lose more energy than anything. So thank you for passing by. I'm gonna log off and I will try to sleep. And I will catch you maybe tomorrow with a pick. I'll drop it in the comment sections. Recently, I'm only going off of these suggestions for picker cards. Any crazy topics, anything that may be even silly or funny, I am looking forward to those suggestions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, will do. Bye.